Hi, Chris here at TT120. The Swallow has landed. Well, I must admit, I'm almost as excited as I was as an 8-year-old Christmas 1976 when I got my first 00 Hornby HST 125. That was a great day. This is almost just as great, actually. These models are fantastic. Talking of that old, the first liveried HST, noticed this morning that Rails of Sheffield are advertising the fact that that and the GWR Era 11 version will be available in March. So yeah, this is going to be fantastic. I'm hoping April isn't a sort of like a real downer, things that March has been so fantastic, but we'll see. Now, the reason why my video is a little bit behind the curve of everybody else who's been showing all their fantastic shots of and little running videos of their HST is because I wanted to wait for the coaches and do the whole thing in one shebang. Okay, so what we're going to have a look at is we'll do the regular look at how great they are, but we're also going to look at how they open up, how we put a HM7000 decoder in, putting a power bank in. Quick note, I think Roger from Dodge's TT Trains has he's shown that it's actually really quite easy to put the power banks in lengthways. I'd already made my video where I trimmed the edges of the casing of the power bank to put them in crossways. I don't think it really matters much. Do whatever you find easiest. Okay. There's a couple of little hints and tips on the way going through there. We're also going to look at the coaches, and actually something that people have said to me that they would really like to see is me doing some tests with the Hunt magnets on some of the smaller radiuses to see what they work like. Now, I know that on Radius 1, the wagons, I've been using the intermediate. Now you've got extra small or extra close intermediate, and I've been using the intermediate on the lighter wagons on Radius 1. But I'm thinking that we're going to be using, because these are a longer coach, and we won't be going on Radius 1 anyway, so I'll be putting them on Radius 2. I think these coaches might even get away with extra close. We'll see. We'll do a little test. Okay. While we're talking about handing over information to you guys, let me just reiterate that the whole idea of my videos are it's a sharing of my experiences, right? That doesn't mean you need to take absolutely everything I say as God's gospel. Okay, it's just my experiences. If there's anything there that's useful to you or entertaining, excellent. If I've got things wrong, please comment below and I'll hold my hands up every time. Nobody has to jump on anyone if I'm doing something that's not quite right. Okay, that's all. This kind of communication, I think, is good for everybody. All right. So without any further ado, let's crack on with a review and a how-to combo. Okay, I'll see you at the end.
Okay, so here's the nice little box, and we'll do the obligatory box ending. TT3022M, BR Intercity Executive, Class 43, HST Pack, Era 8, minimum radius 310. Now the box, let's get it open. Hornby have done something a little bit different with this HST pack compared to the previous TT120s. It's a complete different size and shape. Come on, let's get it open. Let's give it a bit of a shake. There we go. Right, try and keep it in frame. Dun, dun, dun. Right, so we've got this. I believe it's like a neoprene foam that's held in. There you go. So they're nice and secure. Little vac plastic lid, and then camera's struggling to catch up. A little bit of clear plastic, and there's a finger bit there, but I couldn't get my finger in there to do it, so I ended up using, we end up using the ends, don't we, I think? Here we go, yeah. Put my little finger in there and found that easier to open from that side like that. Pop. And there she is. I know, it's a stunning model. Anybody who's been to Getz and been to, there's been a number of shows where Hornby have shown these off, they already know how good looking and how great these guys are. So, quick mention of the bits. So you've got, we'll zoom in on this so you can see it more clearly. Come on, get on with it, obviously. Yeah, John Wesley, there we go. So you've got a nice little, I'm not quite sure what it is, etched piece for the name, to go over the name. I was surprised they didn't do something for the actual swallow, because I'm pretty sure that was raised as well. Here's a question for you. Some people call it the Swift. I've always called it the Swallow. As far as I'm aware, the Swift had a much shorter forked tail and the Swallow had a longer. So that's where you stick your John Wesley, I'm guessing. But it would have been nice, I think, to have had some embossed swallows. That's something for a specialist to do. I won't do close-ups of the instructions. They're clear, well laid out and concise. There you go. Now for the DC fans, just a little bit of DC running. Just wanted to see that the lights do switch. There you go. They go off when the power's off, obviously, and they come back on again when you go in the opposite direction. They are set up with the 3 front lights rather than all 4. That isn't a mistake. I don't really know what the reasons are about that, and I'm wondering whether they'll be switchable in the app. We'll find that out later. A little bit of light crawling. For DC, I think she crawls pretty well, actually. Yeah, I think it would be a good DC addition. Slightly change of angle. I thought I'd show you the lights from this way round. Possibly do with a slightly bit of a cleaner track, but running very smooth and run her over a set of points and absolutely no problems whatsoever. Very happy to go. Right, let's get on with the DCC fitting. Okay, so let's open her up. Now, as per the instructions, there are 4 screws. You have to access them through behind the detailing of the bogies. We'll speed this up, shall we? Right, now what's the best way of getting this off? Well, we have a little tweak at the bottom. Nothing wanted to really move there. And we eventually worked out that just can hold near those orange tabs there, then it moved quite easily. Now let's have a look. We've got as a fake fan. We've got some, it does weigh a fair bit. And lots of space at the back there. Yeah, I think we can have some fun with this. Now the eagle-eyed amongst you might notice there's already a Sugar Cube speaker suddenly has magically appeared. Yes, I hadn't pressed play. It's stuck down now. Let's leave it be. We've got a lot of cable here that we need to sort of tidy up. Possibly could consider cutting it and soldering it. But we are going to put I think we can put a power bank in here. There's a lot of space in this kind of like guard compartment. And there's no lighting or anything in there. So I think it is absolutely prime. Now, we could either have it glued to the top or we could just mount it down below on the chassis and keep it all separate. I'm going to mount it on the chassis so that if I do need to do any test work, I can have these separate. So first job is we're going to go with get the blanking plate off, then on with the HM7000. Right, hold the edges carefully and then use the foil to push down. Double check everything's nice and secure. Looks like slightly on the wonk, but everything's fitted in properly and everything's fine. So I'm happy with that. Just double check. Yes, all good. Okay, we're going to just very carefully trim a little bit of the excess heat shrink to make it fit easier into the chassis. Sorry for the off-camera work, I do apologise. I must try harder. A little bit of alcohol to clean up so I can put a little bit of black tack in to secure the power bank. Okay, so we've got to work out where we're going to run it. Now, I see on the side here, the red and black for the motor. So I know that there's a little bit of space down the side of this. So a little bit of insulating tape. Just stick it on the top, fold it down, and we're going to hold that in there. I'm happy with the thickness of that. I want to cut this detail out so that we can still see it through the grille. There we go. Well, you only see it in high definition photographs. Right. Okay, so now let's bundle up this wire. Obviously you could desolder it and resolder it again, but there you go, a little bit of black tack, and that's in. It's narrower than the backboard, so we should have no issues installing it. Let's give that a go. Nose in first, obviously, and then wiggle our way past the cable that's taped in place, and then just keep an eye on. The nose needs pulling forward, so I'm just going to use a tool to help me push that into the nose. There we go, that's slotted in, and a little bit of wiggling. Get the cable in from the speaker. Here we go, and there she is. Excellent. Fast forward, put the screws back in, because otherwise it's a bit boring, isn't it? And then we shall get on with the next unit. Here we go. First thing I noticed is that I've got a big empty plastic box underneath there. The sort of thing that Richard, that this way works, we'll be looking out for his trickery. And when you remove the screws on the dummy car, you have to clock the bogies at about 30 degrees so that you can get to the gap. I'm not quite sure why they're different, but they are. It's not the end of the world. There you go. This will get first forwarded. Okay, so body removal should be pretty much the same as before. Put it from that end, put it out. Oh, now this has got a lot more space with some plates of metal in the middle. Tons of space, lots of goodies in there, Richard. Let's just crack on. Let's fast forward. It's the same process as the previous one. Now, I did investigate taking the little screws out by the fan to see if that plastic unit came off, but I didn't need to remove it, so I didn't bother investigating any further. Right, time to put the body back on. Same as before, nice and simple, nose in first, tuck in the rear. Okay, so we've scanned the decoders, we've got them all fitted. I'll either put a video on the end or a card above now for you to see that in detail for my HM7000 video. We just want to find the correct profile, which is it down here amongst the TT stuff. There it is. Now, if you get this where two green areas, including the profile download, are faded out, this is a little bug that needs a fix. It's quite a simple one. Hornby helped me with this. You click on the selected decoder, you click on the same decoder exactly again, so you're not changing anything, and then it's fixed. You know it's a bug, and they're working on it, okay? Okay, now this is quite laborious, so this is all fast forwarded at extreme speed, because it's over 25 minutes worth of downloading. Check for all the various things. I switched my power off for over a minute and a half because I've got a power bank in there. Of course, you could not put the power bank in and it would be fine. Checked all the CV settings, did all that kind of stuff, and then had a little play, and unfortunately no sound. And I spent another couple of hours trying to work out why, and this is why. When I put the screw back in, I unfortunately, inadvertently screwed through the speaker cable. Ta-da! These are the two holes that the body fixing bolts come through, and got to make sure your cable is completely clear of those. Duh. Well, that was a quick fix. Indulge me while I have a little bit of fun with this fantastic sounding logo. and as I hoped, the front lights are switchable left to right. Again, I don't know why. Perhaps a proper train driver can tell us down below. The cab light is independently switchable, but will also turn off and on depending on which direction the vehicle is going. So obviously if it's going forwards, the cab light will be on. If it goes in reverse, there won't be a driver in there, so the cab light goes off. That's excellent. Now, for consisting or controlling either end, unfortunately, with HM7000, you have to give it a separate address for both ends of the car and control them separately. I know that in the instructions there's reference to how to consist, but that is for DCC and it's not for HM7000 yet. That hopefully will become available in the app at some time in the future. Something else I noticed is that it's not enough to just change direction on your dummy car for it to change the lights. You do actually also have to increase some acceleration so that otherwise they won't change, they'll just stay as they were. Well, finally the coaches turned up. Not all of them. Just missing two of the standard class ones. I think it's 27B and C, but everything else, and certainly enough to make a video, arrived. So let's do end of box as well. I'm not going to read through this lot, so pause it if you want the details. Okay. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the details of this. What can you say? All the undercarriage stuff, all the bogies, all the little detailing. Mind, I'll probably need to cover, let's stay alive with some black tape. But and if anyone's wondering, that's the guards' carriage. I thought I'd put the crew vehicles in here. Yeah, absolutely cracking. The depth in that grille is just superb. When you see the other grille behind it, you can quite catch it on the camera, but it is there and it is gorgeous. Final little look round. The ends of the carriages are so detailed. It's remarkable. Right, let's actually have a look at the rest of the coaching stock. Well, here's the first class, this long yellow line. Again, the detail, the print work on here is just absolutely spot on. I wish my lens would actually pick it out, but the printing, all the detailing, it's beyond what I'm used to with my old 00, way beyond. Then we've got, that's the third class in the middle, sorry, not third class, standard. And then this is the buffet car with part first class, and then you've got the red stripe for the buffet bit over there. Again, so looking forward to seeing these running behind these cracking looking Locos. They're so detailed. They're superb, and I'm pretty sure they run pretty well too. So the first thing we'll do after we've done this little spinny roundy is let's do a quick little running test and see how well these things actually roll. Well, that ticks that box, I think. Okay, so we'll look at using the Hunt couplings from West Hill Wagon Works. Now, I know the extra close work well with the Mark 1s, but I'm not sure these might need the close. I doubt if we're going to use the intermediate. So this is the extra close. I think you might get away with it on third and fourth, but it's starting to bind on second and probably cause you problems over the point. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to work. Let's go the next step up. So this is the close, and as you can see, no binding and plenty of space. But I wonder, is it tight enough? I think we might try the old extra close and close combo. Let's see how that works out. Now then, extra close and close combo gives us, I think, enough breathing room so we can go around a 2 without binding. Yep. But still looking visually really nice and neat. So I think this is definitely the way we're going to go. Yeah, there's still a tiny gap there, which I think was just enough. Right, let's set the train up. Quick amendment, you're going to need close between the loco and the first carriage because you can't do the combo, it's too tight. I guess the loco bogie is a little bit further in, just a tiny bit.
Well, I don't think I need to say much more really. Well, of course I will. I think if anybody thinks that that 1 to 120 scale is the wrong path, the route. I think they're misinformed. You can get fantastic detail with lots of functions in a really small area. What's not to like? Okay. Talking of liking, don't forget to please like and subscribe. That helps the algorithms with YouTube get this content out further. You can also do your little bit if you want to post it on some of the Facebook forums, or share it through whatever social media. That's all fine by me. Thank you very much. So let's do the end credits. Like and subscribe. Ring the little bell. Poke Peach in the face. Couple of videos up here, one of which is This Way Works. Nice little tutorial on how to do your own DIY lights. It might seem like it's quite complicated, but it's a really good budget way of doing it. And the results are excellent. Take care. See you soon.